Hey, hello, mini bike friends, minicycle friends. Dan Prozowski from All About Mini Bikes. Hope everybody's doing great and having a good time and riding their bikes and some stuff like that. And I was going through some stuff, and I was looking at some of these magazines I have. I've got more, but I was looking at these and paging through them, and just kind of noticing the change from Mini Bike Guide magazine. Then when you get over to Minicycle and the different years, because this one here is 1970 and here is 1972, and you see a custom mini bike on there. Sorry about the glare. And then over here you see actually it's got the Honda SL100 that came out, and even going here to the 72, because what they're showing here are these mini cycles and not really mini bikes, and it's interesting. And then of course the first one that I ever got but with mini bikes was all about mini bikes. Remember, I picked one up at the library to read and came totally fascinated. And then here in 73, the first Honda XR 75 came out, and of course we know that changed everything. Sorry, getting a little bit of a glare there. I got the dust covers on them. And anyway, seeing the change, but one of the things I noticed is that here in 1972, there was still a lot of, it's switching over to mini cycles, you can see. But as I start going through it, I'm going to end up running into a lot of mini bikes still. And other things. Look at that. The go-karts, a four-wheeler. It's kind of crazy to take a look and see these advertisements over here. You know what I mean? Building a TV. There was schools. Look at that. Let Bell and Howell schools help you get ready for rewarding color TV service business you own. Stuff like that. It was pretty cool. And then there's a test on the SL100. We'll try to skip through a few here. You see in minicycles, I don't know if I would go a little page to page here, you'd start seeing a lot more to do with the mini bikes. You know, look at that. Beautiful classic chopper in there alongside the Arctic. And they also had a lot of good tech stuff in here on working on bikes and stuff. Here we're seeing for the Dune Bug. Again, mini bikes. There's a lot more of that. But as soon as you got over deeper into the minicycle magazine, when it changed from Mini Bike Guide to Minicycle, it basically almost became all minicycle. Now here you got a three-wheeler, and that's actually probably because they ran a test on it in here. And I like both magazines, believe you me, because I was in it during the time of the change from mini bikes to minicycles. And so I have to admit I like them both. I love them both. And it's just really interesting, I think. But anyway, and then here with All About Mini Bikes. Does that sound familiar, huh? You know, that's all this was mini bikes. Although they talked about the Honda Z50. It was one of them here in the test, besides the Rupp, and I can't quite remember all the others. And they actually, the Honda Z50, they said was a little too short and easy to tip backwards. It was just a really, really good one to have at the time. I went to the library. I was able to pick this up online a few years back. But anyway, I just thought it's interesting when you see the difference in the times. This here's one of my favorite issues right here. It's got some great race action pictures. That's mini bikes in here. A lot of mini bike info in here. Cool stuff. People also with custom builds. And there were so many different manufacturers back then. I thought that was kind of cool. And they do a lot of different breakdowns in here. That was tech in there. Here's some racing stuff. Anyway, I just going through some stuff. These were in one of the drawers, pulled them out, thought I'd talk about it a little bit. We're going to talk a little bit about some just standard tools for doing work on mini bikes. People have asked me on my YouTube channel. And so I'm going to go about that because nothing has to be too complicated. And shouldn't make it complicated unless you're getting really high tech, which some people do. But I'm going to cover that all. So thanks for watching. Leave some comments below. Things you want to see or talk about, just let me know and I'll do some video on it, all right? Yeah, everybody get out there. Have a great, safe time riding. And summer's getting near to the end. So we're near the Midwest and going east. It's starting to get cold. Thanks for watching. Take care.